so you don't get that all over you. Sasha loves. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, Sasha. Goodbye, guys.
Bye,
Pig.
Welcome back to Pancakes and Pandemonium. Sarah here. So it's first day back at school for everyone. You saw in the intro, I got a ton to do. It's just me and Sasha. I guess not a ton, but it feels like a lot, especially after, you know, a week of taking care of sick kids. I'm always less active when they're sick. I know that might be weird to some. I'm just kind of all about like let's curl up and let's snuggle, and what do you need? And honestly, like, my kids are like, well, if I'm not in school, I'm either sleeping or on electronics. So that's just where it's at. So you hear Sasha squeaking in the background. But yeah, I thought I would share today with you and kind of what a typical day looks like when the kids are gone. So yeah, let's hang out and do mom stuff. Sounds good. So I'm sitting here drinking my morning coffee, and I had some things on my mind. So we live in this like culture of like productivity, like get it done. What can you be doing, you know, while this is going? Can you be doing something else? And sometimes that's very true. As a mom, we know a million things can be swimming around us at once. But I kind of reject productivity culture in some ways. And some of it has been realizations over the years dealing with chronic pain. And, you know, I have felt shamed before, people making comments like, I can't just sit around and do nothing, when you're like, I don't. Or if I'm sitting around doing nothing, it's because I'm in pain. Like, you know what I mean? And then, like, it kind of hit me a few years ago, like, who cares? And you know what? Sometimes we should sit around and do nothing. There is something so, I don't know the word. It's just nice to just not do. And we need that more than on a couple of vacations a year. I've noticed I think better, I think clearer when I'm not pushing myself to do. Right now, kids are gone. I'm finishing my second cup of coffee. Y'all know I always drink 2 cups of coffee in the morning. And I don't do I can't say I don't do anything. Like, I have filmed some. I got a couple good sweeps of, you know, the remnants kids leave in their wake. You know, obviously this morning was busy. You know, had to get kids up and off to school. And I cut off with a phone call earlier. We were talking about productivity. And I was telling you guys, like, you know, I don't fill my time with one thing after another. It makes me crazy. I guess maybe it would be different if I worked. Maybe it would be different if I hadn't dealt with this for so long. But I started having serious back pain. Gracie was born when I was 27. And it started when she was around a year old, going on 2, so 28, 29. So, I've been doing this for a while. I've had ADD for as long as I can remember. And I don't have like ADHD bouncing off the walls. I have ADD. I'm easily distracted. I don't really have that hyper active side. However, when I go through long periods of illness and pain, it's depressing because just like anybody, I need to move my body, and my body seems to lose its muscle memory easy. Comment down below and tell me if you guys deal with that. Like, it's serious, a week sick and my body's like, oh, I don't function the same as I did a week ago. Like, I have to rebuild all of that. So, going through a long illness and like getting back into the swing of things of like cleaning, and I mean mom cleaning, because y'all know my kids do chores and I think they do a pretty good job. But call coming in, I don't know who they are, they can wait. Even my husband, is a decent cleaner, but nobody cleans like a woman. That being said, I don't have the drive to be busy, and I don't necessarily think it's healthy to be busy. So yeah, dishes are loading. I've got vacuuming to do. I'm gonna take a water break. I'm not just gonna chug down some water and get back to it. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna take some deep breaths. I'm gonna check in with my brain and my body. And it's not like, ooh, hey body, how are you? But it's really like, okay, I'm working hard, but guess what? I feel good. Like, we feel good today. And take that in for a minute and feel it. And it's very empowering to go to the next step. Now, if you have to be busy and it just drives you nuts, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying there is a push in our culture right now to have every second filled. And I just don't think every second needs to be filled. Mindfulness is a great way to fill your time. Thought-provoking. When I set this down, I am going to sit here and drink water and belt out one of my favorite songs. It is on my heart. I have identified with it from the first time I heard it. It is Defying Gravity from Wicked. And it is just one of those songs like I feel in my entire body. And I love to sing it. And yes, I do belt it while I work. But right now, I actually was a few minutes ago. But I'm going to play it again, sitting, and I'm going to feel the song and drink some water. And then I'm going to vacuum. Then I'm going to take the trash out. And then it'll be about time to start prepping for kids to walk through the door. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on productivity. I think mindfulness and meditation and being still, learning how to be still in a moment and be with yourself in a moment without always having it full is just as productive. So that's my thoughts on it. This is the next plan. So I gotta pick up a few more things in here. But I got everything but Sasha's toys picked up from behind the couch. And like I said, I'm gonna vacuum in a bit. I got the kid trail picked up, ready to go upstairs. Backpacks. I haven't mopped yet because I didn't sweep super well. Garbage can is full. So that's sitting there ready to go out. Do you guys ever do a remnant box? So this is a little bit of kashi, a little bit of kashi goleen, and the rest of the cinnamon roll mini thins. But wipe down all the counters. like I said, I'll mop in a bit and show you guys that stuff that's got to go in the next load of dishes. Counter. So see, there's my nice little pile. I can't find a dustpan, so when I get the vacuum out, I may just pull it over with the wand and suck that up. You can see water spots. So I'm gonna get this a tad bit more organized after my water break. Get the fruit washed and in the proper container. Yeah, not too shabby. It's all right. I mean, it's Tuesday, but it's like a Monday. You know what I mean? Long weekend hangover. You know how it goes. I did vacuum, you guys. I am not good with these vacuums that like need different levels. I've adjusted a few times. It's still not picking up a few things. I'm gonna ask my husband when he gets home and see, I know that needs to be emptied out. It looks pretty full. So yeah, I'm gonna try a few things, ask the hubby a few things, and go from there. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some cookies made. I was gonna make my spice mix. I'm missing a couple of key ingredients, so that's gonna wait. And I'm just gonna put a few things in this. Some allspice, some ginger, some nutmeg, and some cinnamon. I'm not gonna need this guy. And I know it's 2 ingredient, but I always add about a half a cup of flour. I feel like I don't know, I feel like they just sit better. So that's gonna be the first cookie. The second cookie is just gonna be the cake mix, the pumpkin, some vanilla, and chocolate chips. These are gonna be so easy, literally dump and go cookies. They're amazing. Spend some time getting this prepped. I'm literally just gonna dump everything in, and I can't find my measuring spoons, so I'm just gonna eyeball the spices, but I'm pretty good at that. So, but to give you an idea, you want like a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I would do a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger and 1/8 a teaspoon of allspice, just a pinch. So, and a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste or vanilla if that's what you have. It's totally fine. And I always add a pinch of salt. Always, no matter what. All in there. See, the cinnamon chips are tiny, the white chocolate chips, the pretzels, the pistachio, I left the pistachios whole. They're fine. Just gonna mix it up and start dishing up cookies. Pumpkin monster cookies ready to go in the oven. All from things out of the pantry. We're gonna go in a 350 oven. Probably like 12 minutes is my guess. They are pretty big cookies. Yes. So good. Of one of your children.
It's delicious.
Pumpkin monster cookies, yep. Guys, my camera girl's back. We're gonna work on that whole tripod thing. All right, round 2. You know what? I'm gonna open these containers and then I'll be okay. So I already added what I needed in there. It's the cake mix, the pumpkin. I said a half a cup. In the other one, it's a 1/4 of a cup. I had a half a cup, but it's not precious either. It's not like typical baking where it has to be exact. But I was holding a half cup measurement because that's what I could find. But it's a 1/4 cup, so I just shook in half. So it's a 1/4 cup of flour and vanilla. Now, if you're like, holy crap, Sarah, like you're taking the fun out of 2 ingredient cookies, make 2 ingredient cookies. It's the cake mix and the pumpkin is technically the cookie, and then you add what you want to it. I developed it like this because like every time I'd make them, we were like, something's off. Like they're good. And I realized like the texture wise, there wasn't enough bite in it for us and what we liked as a cookie. And I always knew I would add chocolate chips to them. That's my husband's favorite cookie. I don't like pumpkin and chocolate. I know, people are gasping, things are happening. Just sit with it for a minute. It's okay. You're allowed to like chocolate and pumpkin. I'm allowed not to. We're good. So it's always been a thing. So I actually have another recipe that I'll make later. So I always make variations, which is how that and shelf timber is how I came up with the monster cookies, because I wanted to use ingredients from my pantry. Now the spices I added. So I have this special spice mix that I make that I use in place of pumpkin pie spice or anything like that. Unless I just want a couple like distinct things in it. So like my banana bread I made yesterday, it just had cinnamon and nutmeg in it. That's all I wanted in my banana bread. So, but for something like that, use pumpkin pie spice. Or, I mean, spice cake is enough for some people. Like, just let it be. So this is a very interchangeable recipe and nothing's exact. I'm just showing you the way we like it. So you don't have to add the extra flour. It just won't be my development if you don't, which is cool. You don't have to do everything my way. I mean, I recommend it, but you don't have to. But yeah, so I've got all of that stuff in here. The vanilla, it's gonna be a good creamy cookie. And I'm gonna add about 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. And I'll show you, I wanna show you. I love good chocolate. It is an area where I'm very willing to spend good money. Obviously, I prefer to get a deal on it. I do have Nestle and I'll pick things up on deals. These are my preferred brand of baking chocolate. Unless I'm feeling super bougie, and I might splurge on Scharfenberger, but a whole lot of stars have to align right for that to happen. These are still pretty affordable and go on sale, so these are our preferred chocolate chip. Over here, kiddo. All right, normally I would use a cookie scoop. I just don't have one right now, and I'm just not being super precious about it. Sometimes I'll scoop it in and use a cup to flatten it out. It just kind of depends on a lot of things, humidity, temperature. They don't spread a ton. That is one of the good things about these cookies. You can kind of get them in place and call it a day. So I am just using, you know, like a, what is that, soup spoon, kitchen spoon, whatever it is. So those do puff up quite a bit. They spread. That's okay though. It's been a long time. I've been experimenting with different ingredients. So it's been a bit since I made just plain old pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. So I'm gonna make my kids split these instead of taking one, but they're going to be delicious. And look how pretty those are. Those out, y'all. They didn't stick together. Like, I didn't have to cut cookies apart or anything crazy. They came off beautifully. No big deal. Well, that's what I got today. There'll be more filming, but that's it for this video. We've got cookies. I got some stuff done. Kids are now home and doing homework.
We're home.
Yay, they're home. And I'm sure you can imagine there's plenty of makeup work to do. So yeah, we're working on that. I got one kid unloading the dishwasher. Gonna start dinner in a little bit. Just taking a quick kind of before that. So yeah. So you guys, so yeah. So I'm gonna take off, continue to chill. You guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like this video And don't forget to comment and share. And make sure your friends comment when they come over, because we are doing our FabFitFun drawing the whole month of September. And guys, it's just a fun month. We've got a birthday coming up. I'm going to start planning for Alex's birthday here soon. So we'll have to, make some Dollar Tree runs and some Hobby Lobby runs and start putting together his birthday box and what he wants to do for his birthday. I know he wants a DC theme, so I got to pick up some decor and do some stuff like that. It's going to be super fun. He is 17, you guys. Crazy talk. So yeah, I'm going to go in and start dinner in a bit and just enjoy the rest of the evening with these guys and hear about their day. And at some point, I got a shower on my to-do list, and yeah, all the good stuff. But Lance should be home soon. Yeah, just kind of back to the grindstone. But I'm grateful you were here, and I can't wait to see you back here. We got more fun stuff going on. Crafts, shopping, cooking, all the things. So come back and I'll see you soon.